In Boston, getting ready for my Hong Kong flight on Cathay Pacific. This is an interesting flight. It leaves at 1:15 in the morning, and it gets into Hong Kong at 5:10 a.m. I don't know how that math works out, but somehow it does. 15 and a half hours of peace, quiet, solitude, lots of movies, books, writing, and hopefully a little bit of sleep, too. It's an amazing city. It's a set of contradictions. This idyllic natural setting, which you don't think of when you think of Hong Kong, but these beautiful green mountains, which you can't see now, but they surround the city, this beautiful bay that I'm on, and yet this electrifying metropolis that seems to sprout out of nowhere. The old and the new, not so much clashing as they are embracing each other. In Hong Kong today, speaking to the folks at Visa about the future of banking. A lot going on right now. Facebook today is releasing a new white paper on its cryptocurrency codenamed Libra. It won't be out till 2020, but they're going to describe the platform and how it's going to be used. This will be an asset-backed cryptocurrency. So unlike Bitcoin, this is actually fungible. It won't be volatile. It'll be tied to certain currencies. We don't know which currencies yet, but it'll be tied to certain global currencies. And it'll be used fundamentally as a mechanism by which you can conduct global commerce. So this whole notion of micropayments, which Gen Z and millennials are so keen on because they don't want to own anything, right? They want to pay for it by the dose, whether it's an automobile, whether it's housing, whether it's clothing. They don't have to worry about the burden of owning an asset. So we're cashless, we're assetless. It's a whole new world, right? A crazy way to look at the future potentially. But folks like Apple with Apple Pay, now Facebook with Libra, folks like Visa are all trying to take a piece of this and radically change the behaviors around cash and spending and currencies. Here in Hong Kong, and I feel like I could be in a shopping mall pretty much anywhere in the world right now. You know, what amazes me as I travel is I notice the differences because I treasure those differences. That diversity to me is part of the creative abrasion that allows us to be innovative and to truly understand the world with depth and with texture because we see it through different lenses and different cultures. But if I look around me right now, I see all the brands I'd see anywhere else in the world. And I wonder to what degree we're sort of exporting and homogenizing the world with a single common global culture and ethos. And you can make a case for that being a good thing. From the standpoint of commerce, it's wonderful because we've driven out all the friction of from every transaction. That's what I was talking about with the folks at Visa today. So, wonderfully efficient engine of commerce, but I wonder if that efficiency isn't somehow detracting from the human experience, the texture and the color of diverse cultures that force you to step out of your comfort zone. We're creating a wonderful society, but we're also, I think, subtracting something from it in the process. And just like that, I'm back in Boston, waiting to go into a board meeting for a client. So what did I learn? Look, number one, we've got a woefully outdated view of Hong Kong. I think all the political diatribe around China has sort of clouded the view of the tremendous hope and opportunity that exists in that region, especially in Hong Kong. There is a great deal going on there that is not going to steal power from the U.S., but frankly rebalance power. I think we've got this industrial Cold War era view still of there being a superpower, of there being a single currency that sort of dominates the world. And while that's not going to go away anytime soon, I think what we are seeing is a move towards a rebalancing of political, economic, even influential power. The kids that were demonstrating in the streets of Hong Kong had enormous hope for the future. And I love seeing that. Right? It gives me a sense that there is some change afoot here that will be driven by a younger generation that understands social good and social justice in a way that we didn't. All that said, the economics are going to drive this as well. And the economics of Hong Kong are just incredible. The opportunity there is beyond imagination. So cool place to be. Glad I went. Can't wait to go back. And if you ever have the chance to go there, I would strongly recommend that you take a few days to see the beauty of the place and to really take in sort of the majesty of what is Hong Kong from all its many different dimensions.